In just an hour or so, Christmas will be over, gone but not forgotten, especially if you still have holiday bills that will be coming due. The National Retail Federation estimates that Americans spent roughly $469 billion this season. Retailers that had a good year are getting ready for the next wave of customers who plan to return any unwanted items and take advantage of post-holiday sales. At least 62% of holiday shoppers polled by the NRF said they provided a gift receipt with most of their gifts. 9 News reporter Kevin Torres talked with 9 of the busiest gift deliverers today and found they were split about returns.
You know, there was anybody who was busy last night. It was Dasher, Dancer, Comet, Vixen, Prancer, Cupid, Donner, Blitzen, and of course Rudolph. But let's start with Dasher. And it looks like the only Dasher in the book is Robert Dasher. So on we dialed, digit after digit, till Robert Dasher picked up.
Hello.
Hi, is Robert in?
Speaking.
Like the 37 million other Americans at the National Retail Federation polled, Robert didn't complete his Christmas shopping until 2 weeks before Christmas. Luckily, he only had one gift to pick up. Did you finish all your Christmas shopping on time?
Well, I'm an old bachelor, and I didn't have that much Christmas shopping to do.
So we moved on. Hi, is Evelyn Dancer in?
This is she.
Oh, we couldn't find a Prancer, but there is a Pringer. We also couldn't find a Cupid, but we did find a Cupid, C-U-P-I-T. Just hold on one second. Do you mind keeping it down in there? We are calling Rudolph, Charles Rudolph.
I didn't have money or anything like that.
Like many Americans, Evelyn Dancer couldn't afford any gifts this year, which means she won't have any to return. Is Deborah Donner in?
This is she.
Hey, Deborah, this is Kevin Torres from 9 News. Deborah Donner, on the other hand, was fortunate enough to receive a few, but she doesn't plan to return any. The gifts that you received today, do you plan on returning any?
No.
No.
They're perfect.
As perfect as they may be, our attempt at reaching Blitzen, Cupid, and Vixen, Jamie Vixen, was less than perfect.
The mailbox belonging to...
Apparently, Jamie Vixen must be hanging out with Comet tonight.
Are you still there? Goodbye.
Bye. When I said hello to the Rudolphs,
Hi, the Rudolph residence.
the first family didn't play ball.
I'm sorry. I have to go.
I think that Rudolph thought that we were a little bit crazy. Until we got a hold of Debbie Rudolph.
Hello.
Is this Debbie Rudolph?
I shop everything on Amazon. That's it.
Oh, you do? So you got everything done on time then?
Yep.
Okay, you gonna return anything?
Not at all.
So there you have it. If you got all your Christmas shopping done on time, good for you. If you didn't, it happens. And if you plan on returning any of your gifts, you might want to start tomorrow morning because that's when the sales start pretty early. In Denver, I'm Kevin Torres, 9 News.
We don't really have stuff like that happen here.
It takes a strange incident to bring together a group of complete strangers.
It was just like in a segment on Cups, you know, they just swarmed.
Take, for instance, what happened Tuesday.
What a deal. I tell you what, it was crazy.
Mike Felton just finished getting his car washed.
Oh, it was intense. No, I had never seen anything like that.
At the same time, Bessie Pearett was heading home.
He got like 2 inches. He got like this far from hitting my bumper.
And Amy Colley just happened to be hanging around.
It's pretty scary.
When something unusual happened.
I was just sitting here getting ready to turn right, and all of a sudden you see a spin out and a guy backing into somebody.
That he was going to hit me. And I'm 7 months pregnant, so that wouldn't have been a good thing.
The sheriff stopped him by literally team-boating the truck.
They jumped out at gunpoint, and the guy still wouldn't get out, so they knocked his window in.
He looked pretty familiar because I grew up here, so let's hope I don't know him.
Loveland police say it was a high-speed chase spanning mile after mile.
Yeah, it definitely was.
Until it ended here.
They threw him on the ground on that side.
When it did end, police decided to send the suspect away for medical attention.
I was like, oh my gosh, this is not real. This stuff like that just doesn't happen.
Not only did the man allegedly steal a vehicle, but he stole time away from this group of complete strangers.
Everybody knew about it, and everybody got here about the same time.
Who for one day,
They let the dog in.
1 hour,
It was fine.
seem more like acquaintances than strangers.
This is one of the few I've seen here.
As they shared a story about this strange day.
It was pretty intense.
With photojournalist Kevin Sullivan
They finally got him to stop as they pulled him out.
in Loveland,
So I hope that everybody was okay.
this is Kevin Torres, 9 News.
Golden Gate Task Force, let's turn our overheads on. It's getting kind of smoky up here.
When the smoke moved in,
Have these folks been asked to evacuate?
they knew it was time to move out.
So I'm guessing that those people are either taking stuff or taking animals out.
One after another.
The evacuation order has been sounded for this side.
They followed suit, racing faster than the fire itself.
If it jumps over to this side of the canyon, it could really run up this hill.
Authorities figured it was around 700 acres, perhaps more as time went by.
It's moved to the west.
Time is a thing Rich Phillips wishes he had more of.
Yeah.
Having spent the afternoon packing up the important stuff,
medicines, stuff like that.
He thought to himself, how could things get worse?
Been terrible. I just got through getting a colonoscopy this morning. If you can believe that.
Bad days tend to lurk in the shadows of a bad season.
This is what you expect in August, September.
If this is a sign of what's to come,
those trees have been torching quite a bit over there.
Things are about to get a lot worse.
It's been swirling quite a bit.
But that is then, and this is now. Rich and his wife have to hope for the best.
There is a dead tree right down back there.
We'll take a look at that.
Yet prepare for the worst.
You take everything you've been building for the last 40 years and think it might not be here when you get back.
Please, if you see emergency vehicles, let them have the right of way.
As the hours passed,
come on,
so did the vehicles, wondering what they would find when they returned.
It's a tough fire to fight.